friends? Welcome back to... Today we're talking about Cave Story, which is a really awesome indie game that actually was released in 2004 originally as freeware for the computer. It was on like every platform imaginable, or at least it is now. You can even play this thing on Dreamcast. Cave Story was developed by a single-man team named Pixel, and that is totally representative of the art in this game because it is amazing pixel artwork. Seriously, it's so good. It's such a delight to look at, and this originally came out in 2004 in a time when, you know, the Xbox 360 was about to come out.
You've waited long enough. I give you the future of gaming.
3D graphics were all the rage, and they were getting better and better, and who cared about 2D pixelated graphics, right? Apparently a lot of people did, because look at the amazing resurgence of 2D pixel games nowadays. But Cave Story was really one of the first. Not only did it have beautiful artwork and an amazing soundtrack, it was also just a really well designed game. It features a big, sprawling world with lots of interconnections and areas that you can only access as you get more items and upgrades. It has a wonderful sense of arcadey gameplay, and it's got a great sense of humor. The characters are super endearing, even the bad guys you kind of come to love, and it's just unbelievable that one guy put this all together. I do believe it took him like 5 years, but my goodness, the result is amazing. Now, I've been playing the Nintendo Switch version, which you can see running on the monitor back there, which is awesome! Not only did it get an amazing physical release, complete with an instruction booklet in the style of Legend of Zelda. My goodness, look at this thing. It is so cool. There's freaking story. There's, you know, artwork scattered throughout. Man, it is just awesome. I had to pick this up. The company that did the publishing, Nicalis, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. They're doing an amazing job releasing these on the Switch. They also did Binding of Isaac, although I unfortunately missed the instruction book in that one. Apparently it's only in the first run. Give me a break. But Cave Story is pretty great to play on the Nintendo Switch. I've been finding a variety of locations to get my blasting on. So what does the game actually play like? What is this game? Essentially, you play a little robot, and you are kind of entering this world of rabbits that can talk, and mad scientists, and other kinds of species like cockroaches that are imprisoned in this labyrinth. You'll encounter so many interesting characters, but the game is so much fun to play. There's a wide variety of weapons in the game. You start with just like a little pea shooter, and every time you kill an enemy, these little golden triangles pop out, and if you collect them, the weapons can be upgraded, which is an awesome system. So in the beginning, you're just kind of upgrading a little pea shooter, you get longer range, a little more damage, and it goes from that to these other weapons like a bubble gun that, when it's at level 3, creates kind of a bubble shield around you, to a machine gun that actually lets you fly. If you point at the ground, it propels you through the air. It's an absolute blast, and a nice risk-reward system of going for the little experience triangles to boost your weapons, but also being careful not to get hit because the levels can downgrade as well. So that gives it a nice arcadey action vibe. In fact, the whole pace of the game is great. I would say it is swift but steady in its revelation of new places, and what a diverse array of places there are. Just when one area starts to feel like you're a little too familiar with it, you go to a completely new area with different environmental hazards, different enemies, different characters. Pixel did an amazing job of diversifying the content in this game. It is just, seriously, you don't want to put it down. And another big reason they don't want to put it down is because the music is fantastic. Seriously, listen. Story Plus version of the game. All that means is the graphics have been modified a little bit, upgraded I guess for 1080p televisions, and the sound has also been enhanced, but there's an option to play the original soundtrack instead if that's more your jam. And it's just a blast, and I'm really happy to give Pixel some of my hard-earned dollars for some of his blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into this. It's just as fun as I remember it playing it back in 2004 with a keyboard, and it's absolutely great on the Switch. This has been Glass Half Geek. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget, on this show, half the time we talk about geeky stuff, and the other half the time we talk about non-geeky stuff, but we still geek out about it because other stuff's awesome. So tune in next time. Thanks a lot.